What's up, everybody? It's Overflow Nexus. Once again, giving you the latest and greatest updates on the financial markets. Appreciate you guys being here tonight. God bless you guys. Looking forward to giving you some good technical analysis and making money on live stream with you guys tonight. If you are in the chat, drop a fire emoji, drop a like on this video. We about to get started. I just want to say what's up to everybody. Say where you're from. Let me know your city. I'm reading the chat box right here. Let me know where you're from. Tell me your city. If you're new here, don't be shy. We don't fight. We don't bite. So we just here to have fun, make money, and enjoy good talks. So I appreciate you guys once again being on this live stream. Y'all know how I do on here. I always like to talk to y'all before I get on the charts and get into anything and talk about Jesus, talk about whatever topics come to mind. But I do have a crazy, I have something crazy to share with y'all today. I might change the title of this video just to, have some itching ears get on here because, man, today was crazy. What's up, Mike J? How you doing, brother? You said, yo, what's good? Great stream earlier today. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, this morning's stream was pretty good. I think it was very educational. I wanted to really, get into details on how to trade Ichimoku and give y'all some nuggets and definitely help with that. So I hope y'all go back to that video, that playback of today's video earlier live stream and watch that. Okay, so you're from Houston, Texas. What's up, Houston, Texas? I bet. I'm from Dallas, Texas, man. If you want to kick it sometimes, let's meet up, let's plan something, let's do something, brother. Dallas and Houston. Okay, what's up, Eric? We got St. Louis. Okay, what's up? Okay, awesome. Okay, I see that we have different places in the chat today, so that's what's up. I like when it's diverse. Sometimes I get people from the UK, India, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Canada. I get people from all over the place, so I'm happy that people are all over the place. So yeah, if you're just jumping on, like this stream so we can get more people in here, share the link. Also, if you are just hopping in, drop your city where you're from and I'll shout you out just to show you some love. So yeah, I appreciate you guys that came on my earlier stream this morning. I told you guys I was going to share something with you guys share something with you guys on the second stream because I didn't know if I wanted to really share it yet, but I said, let me share it because it's something that rarely happens to me, and when it does happen, I get like, oh, okay, it's one of those moments. Okay, we got Arizona in the house. Okay, that's what's up. BK, what's up, man? How you doing? Is this your first time on my stream? Because this is my first time seeing your name. Yeah, it's my first time seeing your name on the stream, so I appreciate you being here, bro. At least I think you're a bro. I don't know who you. I assume you're a bro just because of the name, but I don't know. But other than that, I appreciate you guys once again jumping on here. Okay, so it is your first time on the live. Okay, appreciate you being on here. Appreciate that a lot. Man, so I didn't know how I wanted to say this. Like I said, I might change my title for this video because it is going to be live trading, and most people hop on here for trading, but I don't only just trade here anyway. I do speak about the Word of God, and I'm going to talk about that a little bit today, but I'm not going to go too much into that, but I will say I will share an experience that I had recently. It was crazy. That's all I'm going to say. It was crazy. Okay, so you're so you're Hugo from the group. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, I didn't recognize the name. This is my first time seeing you type. So what's up, man? I appreciate you being on here. So I want to ask you guys, do y'all believe, because I know there's most of the people that follow this channel, they're mostly believers in Jesus Christ. Then I have people that are, just come here just for technical analysis and just to hear that, but they get a word anyway and they stay. But I want to ask a question to you guys. Do y'all believe in supernatural activity, like like paranormal activity, like just stuff happening around your place, or you know, have y'all ever experienced any supernatural activity in y'all's life, whether that be something moving or anything? I just want to know. I just want to see y'all say yes or no or whatnot, because I had an experience of spiritual warfare about 4 days ago, like before New Year started, like four or 5 days ago, before the New Year started, and man, I'm not gonna lie, it only rattled me a little bit because I wasn't expecting it, because I was in a deep sleep, really deep sleep, and I was like, okay, it's weird because have you ever had one of those dreams that you could feel that you're in a dream and you're awake, but you're not awake at the same time? I don't know how to explain it. It's like you're awake, but you're not awake, but you could feel that you're in the dream. Have y'all ever had that experience, or am I crazy? Because I want to know. I want to know if anybody's been on experienced that or not. Because there'll be things that that people don't want to talk about because they sound crazy to other people. So let me know if you experienced something like that. Oh, y'all gonna leave me hanging. Y'all gonna be scared in the chat box and not say nothing today. All right, I see y'all. But anyway, so I was in a sleep. Okay, so Mike answer, you says like sleep paralysis. Yeah. So yeah, it was something like sleep paralysis. Yeah, something like that I experienced. But I was wide awake, and I was asleep, but I wasn't asleep. It was, I don't know, I really don't know how to explain it. It's weird. It's something like sleep paralysis, but it was different because I could actually move my body. I could feel my body moving, but I was also sleeping. And I don't, like I said, I don't even know how to explain it. But anyway, let me get to the story. What's up, Trent? How we doing? You said, no, you're not late, man. If anything, you're only 5 minutes behind. You ain't missed nothing. I'm about to start talking. But anyway, so what ended up happening, I was in a sleep, and I was feeling my body move outside of my dream, which was interesting. So I said, okay, this is weird. So I was having this weird dream about just people at this mansion, and we were talking and doing this and that, and I was associated with different people, and then all of a sudden, some people, I was trying to leave this mansion, this house party, whatever it was, but I couldn't go. They wouldn't let me go, so I was like, okay, whatever. So what ended up happening, people were leaving, and I noticed that, it was bright in this mansion, but it started getting darker and darker. So outside of the dream, I could feel my body being tugged, and I said, okay, I don't know what's going on because I live by myself. So I was like, okay, whatever. So after that, what ends up happening, the dream continues. People are leaving this mansion, and I'm trying to leave, but apparently I can't leave this mansion because people are trying to keep me there, keep me talking to people, and keep me distracted for leaving. So in the dream, finally I fell asleep at this mansion, and everybody was gone, right? And long story short, all I see on the wall, I saw words appearing on the wall, and it was in green letters. So you know how like in the Matrix, how there's code that falls down and it just goes like this? So what ended up happening, something similar to that effect was happening on the wall in the dream, but instead of it falling down, it was moving sideways. And I said, okay, and I was reading out the text of what the message was in the dream. And so what ended up happening, and this is the crazy part, I woke up, right? I kid you not, I see this dark black figure with like white eyes staring dead at my face, and it had its hand on my neck. And I said, okay, I'm in my mind, I'm just saying Jesus, because I couldn't open my mouth, I couldn't speak, but I could move my right arm. But it had me by the neck, and it was looking me dead in my eyes, and it was like trying to choke the life out of me. And I could feel like I was fading. I was like, okay, I don't know what this is, because I haven't had this experience in like a long time. It's been like a while since this happened. So what ended up happening, I was just saying Jesus, Jesus in my mind. And next thing you know, my arm starts to pull back like a slingshot. and then all of a sudden my hand like springs forward, like you know how you do like this, you just whip it. So my arm, my whole right arm sprung forward, and I don't know what happened, but it's like I pushed this thing off me and it went flying to wherever it went to, and it just disappeared. I immediately got out of bed. I said, Lord, I don't know what the hell that was. And you know, that's, you know, I'm just saying and talking to the Lord, like I don't know what's going on. So I immediately started praying, start speaking in tongues, and asking God to, you know, reveal what was going on. And, you know, just different names of people that I know started coming into my head. So I just immediately started praying for them and trying to figure out what was going on. I'm like, okay, I don't know why, but I guess it has to do with what was written on the wall in the dream, because that part I can't share, because that part specifically for me, but that it pertains to the people that I was praying for. But in the dream, I realized that these people were trying to distract me and keep me in a place that they didn't want me to go higher or elevated. So, and it was interesting because you know, God speaks to me through dreams and through, you know, visions and through different things, and this one was a little different than normal, because I got attacked this time. But I guess the enemy was trying to stop my dream from me understanding the dream. But the message that I want to share with you guys today is there's people that I don't know if some of y'all feel this way, but I believe that I need to say this because some people might think this or might not know it. But there may be people in your life that don't want to see you succeed. There may be people in your life that are looking at you and you don't know if they're for you or against you. You don't know if they're really your friend or a foe. But they're there and they have this fake you know, friend mentality, and they're only there when you're at your bottom, or if they're there to distract you. I don't know if y'all have friends like that, or if y'all think about those type of things. I feel like I need to share it because this year is a very important year. 2022 is a very important year, especially for those that are trying to mature and grow in the spirit. Do not be distracted this year. Do not be led astray this year. Focus on what God has for you, because you know this year is going to be detrimental to a lot of people's walk, especially if they're not led by the Spirit. And this is something that I've been wanting to talk about as well. Like Trent, you said, man, that's wild. Yeah, man, it is wild, but that's just, you know, my life is very interesting. I'll say that. There's a lot of things that I don't share because, one, y'all won't believe it if I share it anyway, or God tells me no, don't share that yet, and you know, and then it's all about timing anyway. But in this situation, I had this happen, and Lord was showing me that we need to be careful about who we are surrounding and associating ourselves with, because you don't want to be, you don't want to be led astray from your blessings of what the Lord has you to do, for one, and what He has for you, because He's trying to get us in a place where we could bless other people. So we have to be careful through that. What's up, CG? How you been? It's been a minute. You said, yes, I have been going through this as well. I've been trying to clean all the toxicity out of my life. I'm glad that you have experienced that. I'm not glad that you're experiencing that in as far as, you know, that happened, but I'm glad that you're getting through it and you're eliminating all the toxicity out of your life, because this is the time that we need to do that. Get rid of unnecessary baggage in this year. Really focus on what God has for us to do, especially if you are called to do ministry or called to do something for God. You know, because you got to take you got to take your calling serious. So, yeah, that's just one thing that I did want to share with you guys. I wanted to share it earlier, but I said it'd be better if I share it in the night when there's more people, but I guess there's not that many people today, but it's fine. But I just hope that people really evaluate who they're hanging around with this year. Do not be distracted. Know who is for you. Know who's really on your side. And there's a scripture. Let me find it real quick. It's a proverb. It speaks about having surrounding yourself with right people and knowing who you're around. So it's Proverbs 12:26, and it's the righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. So that's the scripture. You really need to choose your friends wisely this year. You can't just, even family members, you can't just, family members might try to, save face and seem like they're rooting for you, but the truth is they might be going against you. So you need to pray about it, be perceptive about this, and understand, that, stuff like this could, take away, move you out of the direction that the Lord wants you to go in. So definitely be praying about that. Mike, you said your uncle's a preacher. It has told me about some of these things. I never really experienced something supernatural, but man, bruh, I don't even know how to describe it, because some stuff supernatural is just strange. I have no idea. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm seeing. I don't know what to do. I just call Jesus, and I know it's gonna be fine. But other than that, that's all I know. If Jesus don't come, then I'm gonna be worried. I'm like, Lord, where you at? But yeah, man, I know that some people go through a lot of spiritual warfare because they do stuff for the kingdom behind the scenes, and when people are not saying anything or not in front of people. Like, for instance, like for myself, I'll do stuff, like I'll go feed some homeless people sometimes, or I'll just go and speak the word to somebody, or if God gives me a word to say something, then I'm gonna say something. But I don't like to do something just because I felt like I want to be led by God's Spirit to do before I do anything. But yeah, I'm gonna just say, if you want to experience the supernatural, you have to chase after the Lord, because Matthew 6:33 says, "Seek ye first the kingdom and His righteousness, and all things shall be added unto you." When you are seeking God, you're naturally going to experience supernatural things. I'll tell you another thing that happened recently too. When you are seeking after God, you're going to automatically experience supernatural things, whether you feel it or not. You just need to learn how to be sensitive in the spirit, because one thing that the enemy, the devil, don't like is when you are seeking after God and trying to know God for yourself. Because God says, study yourself approved, is to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So when you're actually working out your own salvation with fear and trembling, you're going to naturally experience supernatural things, because the enemy's going to try to deter you and scare you away from trying to know God. So yeah, you're gonna, you'll experience supernatural things, but you have to be serious when you do it though. And even when you do fast, I did a 7-day fast one time. Man, I kid you not, the whole, people, it's crazy. I don't know how to explain, but it's like there's a shift in the atmosphere when you go on a fast, and you're focusing on the Lord, and you're getting into the Word and trying to meditate on the Word and trying to ask the Lord for direction, instruction, and what to do. But you're going to definitely experience the supernatural if you really seek the Lord. And don't chase after the supernatural. I'm not saying chase after. I'm saying you're going to experience one way or another. And it's not something that I chase after. It's just something that happens when it happens. So, sometimes it'll freak you out depending on what it is. Another experience that I had recently, this was 2 weeks ago. So I had cleaned up my whole place, right? I made it spotless because I was planning on going out. I made it look good. Even mopped the floors, did the dishes, cleaned the bathroom, everything you could think of, I did it. So I know there's no way that there could be anything on my floor. So I leave, right? And I go to hang out with my family. Tell me why when I come back, there was a white feather on my floor. When I walk into the apartment, there's a white feather on the floor, and I said, okay. I said, I know that white feather was not there when I left, and I know that white feather wasn't. There's no way it could have gotten into here because I live by myself for one, and then two, who no one has no one could get in here without me letting them in. So it's just one of those things. Like, that's another supernatural thing that has happened to me, and it's strange because a feather just appearing on the floor, that's strange. But someone, I prayed about it too, but someone told me that when you have a white feather appear, that's just the angel, showing that they were there. I don't know if that's all true or not, but I just pray about that. I said, Lord, whatever it is, just keep me safe. That's all I care about. Just keep me safe. What's up, Leroy? I just saw your comment. Appreciate you being on here. You said, what's up? I appreciate all your educational content. Appreciate you watching my educational content. Mike, you said, I was just thinking of some people in my life that don't want to have bad energy with and don't know how to go about it. So are you saying you don't know how to deal with those people? Or you don't know how to deal with rephrase that question. Maybe I just read it wrong. Let me read that again, make sure I understand what you're saying. Just thinking of some people in my life that I don't want. Okay, so you don't want to have bad energy with people. Okay, got you. And you don't know how to go about it. So what exactly is your situation, if that's the case? Because depending on your situation, are they fruitful for your life? Are they leading you, or are they helping you in your walk? Are they bringing you closer to God, or are they pulling you away from God? That's the first thing you really have to ask yourself. Are they bringing you closer to God, or are they pulling you away from God? So you got to ask yourself that first. And if they aren't bringing you closer to God, you might want to spend less time with them, but love them from a distance, but still pray for them, love them from a distance, and focus on what you need to do. So that's just a little word of advice. I suggest you pray about it first before you take that advice, and ask God what He would rather you do. So just wanted to share that. But yeah, that's those are my experiences that I had recently. You guys, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder how far, can the supernatural experiences, hit you. I don't know. It's one of these things that I wonder about sometimes, but I don't go chasing after those things. I just be like, okay, well, it happened. Will it happen again? How will it happen? But then again, it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, if y'all ever have any experiences, let me know. Don't share them. Let me know about them, because man, I don't want to feel like I'm the only crazy one sometimes. Because sometimes when you experience stuff, you feel crazy. You're like, okay, I don't know if I'm sane or not at this point, but you are sane, because it even talks about this in the Bible. It really talks about this stuff in the Bible, because it says we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, spirits, and dark forces in high places. And depending on what translation you have, it says in heavenly places. Because anybody that knows that when you give your life to Christ, you're literally enlisted into war. And a lot of Christians do not know this. And a lot of Christians are living a gummy bear, Pop-Tart, spineless lifestyle, because they just, believe, okay, you do this, you're good. But there's more to just Christianity than just, it's a real war going on. And there's people that are literally casting out devils, literally going to war in the spirit, and, doing these things. And, seeing this stuff happen is crazy. So this stuff is real, and you know, it's not like how they portray it on the movies. The movies are a little exaggerated, like, but you know, I'll get into that one day. And you know, some people that have met me in person, they cannot say, they literally cannot say God's not with him. They cannot say that because they have seen it. They have literally seen it. Okay, Mike, you said thanks, man. Happy I stumbled into your channel. Well, that's the Lord. He's the one that had you stumble to this channel. You know, I have nothing to do with it, but I'm glad that you did. I'm glad that you did. And I might sound a little stuffy. My nose is like a little stuffed up. It's freezing down here in Dallas. It literally went from like 70 degrees to like 20 degrees in a day. And I was like, what's going on? So yeah, my nose is like a little stuffy. So if I sound funny or a little nasally, that's why. But yeah, other than that, you guys, if y'all have any advice on anything, or if y'all want prayer, just let me know. Just leave it in the chat box and I'll pray for you. Or you can go to my Discord. I do have a prayer request section. So if you want a prayer request, definitely drop your request. And I'll go ahead and link the Discord to the group, or to the chat box, so y'all could see it. Let me go ahead and do that now. Bam, boom. There we go. All right, so I just dropped the link in the chat box. But yeah, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump on these charts. I will share anything if it comes to me, or if the Holy Spirit lets me know. But the time to go. Let's see. Boom. So we're going to go ahead and start off with XRP. You guys, it's playing out exactly what I was thinking so far. Let me zoom in for you guys. So I told you guys that we have this S wave right here, and we rejected at this fractal level. And if y'all know how to trade fractals now, so this was the fractal level I was looking for the trade at, and then it happened here. So the market's been going down since. For this market to get bullish again, it would have to break this level, and that level is $1.02. So we would have to break $1.02 to get bullish again. Right now, that's not looking like the case. We also have a death cross right here underneath the cloud, so that's a strong signal. And price is holding strong at this level, which is pretty interesting. So I am gonna mark it. Let me see how I want to mark this. I'll mark it right here. So right here, yeah, this fractal level support. You see the market's ranging between here. So if I take this off, you see the market's really ranging in here. So we could easily move back up here, but right now it's not looking like that. I'm leaning toward this market coming back down still. On the daily, RCI is bearish here overall. Even though this one is above zero, this is in bullish territory, but this one is angling down now, so I'm a little concerned about that. Another thing, let me see. The CVO is showing that buyers are leaving the market on the daily time frame. So that's another thing that I am watching as well. So I don't see anything here just yet for not on the daily time frame, at least for a position to enter in on. Now here we do have, let me see. We have some divergence here. Yeah, we have some divergence here, which is interesting. And I'm trying to figure out how this is going to play out. This is hidden bullish divergence, I believe. Let me make sure I'm not tripping. I'm pretty sure this is hidden bullish divergence. Let me use my little cheat sheet real quick. Let's see. Yeah, this is hidden bullish divergence right here. So we actually might get a bounce to the upside on XRP right at this level. And it is a support level, so that's why I'm watching this level carefully. So if we do manage to go back up, I wouldn't think it will get above here yet. I would think it'll come to this zone first. And I don't have a signal to enter the trade yet anyway. So what I'll do, I'm going to add a alert on my RCI. And when it crosses above the 80 level, that's when I'll look for a trade. Because right now, it is not showing that. So I'll put a flag on this and I'll come back to this later. And I'll see what the market shows me here. But it's looking, we do have hidden bullish divergence right here. So I think people need to start watching this area a little bit to see what's going on. Especially if you are trying to put in big money right now, be watching this area. And also, if it doesn't hold here, let's say if it fails as a bullish divergence, the next thing that's going to happen is that it's going to fall probably to these levels down in here, which will be between 67, no, I said 67, 76 cents and down to 74 cents. So between those two, it could fall back to these zones here. But the only thing is that I'm seeing is this hidden bullish divergence. This is why I'm not going to jump the gun yet. I'll see, you can see it better here. This is why I'm not jumping the gun yet. I don't have my signal to enter the trade. And when I get my signal to enter the trade, I will look to go long here. Another thing, if it does manage to go long, this will be my target points using Fibonacci extensions, because we would make a N-wave structure right here that could potentially happen. Probably come back and then retest. So we'll probably get something like that. That's what I would look for here. But I'm not seeing that yet because we don't have a signal. And I'm just going to have to wait for it. Mike J, you said check the Binance chart and Bybit chart. Let me check those charts real quick. XRP. You said Binance? That's interesting. Because on Binance, it shows us completely opposite things. Actually, no. No, it still shows divergence here. Yeah, it still shows divergence here, and yeah. So there's still divergence here on the Binance chart. The Bybit, I'm not really familiar with Bybit chart, so let me see. Let's see, Bybit. I don't. Oh, here we go. And see, on the Bybit chart, they don't have divergence. See that? So there's no divergence on the Bybit chart, so that's actually pretty strange. But on the other two charts, there was divergence. Let's see on the lower time frame. Let's see on the hour time frame, there is some divergence. Actually, let's see. Let me make sure. Nope, never mind. I take that back. There's zero divergence on the hour time frame. Now, if I zoom out, let's say price falls back into this zone here. All right, let's say price falls back into here. Now, if it does fall back into here, this market relatively stayed flat while this moved higher. So this could turn into the divergence here. If market falls back into here and rejects, this could be divergence here, but we're not getting that, so I'm not gonna predict the market like that. I'm just gonna stick with what I'm seeing right now because that's all I have. That's all the data that's showing on the chart. So with that being said, there's no trade opportunity here yet on XRP. Let me see on the hour time frame. There could be something. Yeah, we do have something on the hour right here. if you know, that being said, look here. So we could actually let's see, that's going up. Yeah, we do actually have a trade signal here on the hour. So this is what I'll do. I'm actually could go long right here. Oops, let's fix that. Go long. So this is where I would put my entry at 82.98.5. That would be my entry. I'll make that green. So this is gonna be entry. Stop loss will be right here. Let's see. Stop loss will be 260. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that in right now as my trade. So if y'all want to trade that, y'all are more than welcome. I'm not gonna tell you to trade that. This is just me, you know, looking for some trading positions right now. I didn't get to trade like I wanted to today, but let me go ahead and do that now. Let me go ahead and do that. So entry, let me go ahead and type my entry in. I'm gonna put that position in now. And it's gonna be a buy stop order. So what platforms do y'all trade on? Do y'all trade on like a forex broker? Do y'all trade on like a crypto exchange? Like what platforms do y'all trade on? I definitely like to hear what y'all trade on. 758. Huh, that's interesting. Okay, let me do this. There we go. And then stop loss. Let me put my stop loss down. All right, there we go. So once this trade triggers, then we're good to go. All right, so we now have a position. We just want to see if it's going to go. All right. So next one, let's see Bitcoin, if we have any opportunities on Bitcoin. Let me put Ichimoku on. So on Bitcoin, it's looking bearish. Let me go to the 4 hour. So for Bitcoin, we have this. Let's see. Still no divergence here. We are extremely bearish though here. The only thing, I want to do this. Let me start over. Because there's something here that I want to make sure I do not miss. So we do have a order block here in this area. So we have an order block. You see, so an order block is pretty much where institutional investors or people with big money look at the market. This is where we're looking at right now. So we do have an order block here, and this is considered support. So, and we already have a buy candle right here. If y'all don't know what it is, we have a dragonfly doji right here. So really, we could technically put an entry right there and a stop loss either underneath this zone or right underneath this candle wick. But looking at it, I want to wait a little bit longer first because I think this order block is going to get weaker. It seems like it's getting weaker. Let me draw another order block so we could be aware of this, where the market could go. Right here. Actually, no. A little bit higher. Right here. So yeah, this is also the other order block. And then we have one more order block in here. So right now, price is doing, it's either gonna have to hold here. If it holds here, this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at prices going back up to that level, because I usually trade zone to zone. Otherwise, we're going to break and come to the downside. So that's what I'm seeing here right now. Ichimoku's not being helpful right here. If anything, Ichimoku's telling us that this is bearish right now, but it's also telling us that this market is flat and it's dying. Let me explain why it's showing that. When you see that this cloud is flat and you see this both flat, this tells you that the market there's no momentum in the market, so it's pretty much a dead market right now. That's why I really don't want to trade Bitcoin right now at this moment, because I like trading the higher time frames for bigger profit, but right now I'm not getting a signal for anything here. But this is showing that we are bearish right now, so I'm not going to jump the gun. If anything, I see that buyers are leaving this market right here. So that's one thing that's in my favor for going short. RCI is also bearish as well, but there's still no signal to go short. So I don't want to jump the gun here yet. If anything, I want to see, let me see that hour time frame. Let's move this off real quick. Let me see. Let me read the comments. I know I'm kind of behind. When I get into the trading zone, I focus real hard. I'm trying to figure out what I'm trying to gather on the chart. So Brian, what's up? How you doing? This is my first time seeing your name. You say you trade on Bybit. That's awesome. Eric, you trade on KuCoin. Okay. Bybit for crypto and Prime XBT for CFDs. Okay. Leroy, you said is fractal zone the same as OB? No. The fractal level isn't exactly order block. It's very similar. Okay, so let me show you. Let me do this. So this bottom one is the order block based off the 4 hours. So let me just give you an example real quick. So this is the order block. A fractal level would be something like this. It would be a little bit higher, because you're not really counting the wicks, you know. Otherwise, actually, you could do this. It would actually be something like this. My bad. It would be something like this, because it's body cant to the wick. So this is the difference. So you see how this one's a little thinner versus this one here. Let me go show you. Versus this one is a little bigger. An order block is gonna be a little bigger and thicker than a fractal level. So that's the only difference between a fractal zone and an order block. You could use both. It doesn't hurt. It just depends on what the situation is and what you're looking at. Sometimes I prefer order block over a fractal level. Sometimes I prefer a fractal level over order block. Just depends on how strong the market is, or if I want to take my time with looking at the chart. So if I'm gonna put an order block, I want to take my time, because like something like this, I could get tricked out right here, and then buyers just come in and wreck me, and I look stupid, and I don't want to look stupid because that's something that could happen. That happens quite often in crypto trading, and people get liquidated a lot. And a lot of people are making money just in this small range right now. So I'm trying to be careful on how I make my moves. Let's see. Trent, you said, do you think Bitcoin will go below 45? Yes, I do actually believe it will. It has a chance of going below 45. I have done some analysis on that, and I'll show you in a second on why I think it could be a possibility. But right now, I think the market's just going to consolidate and bounce in this range until the market finally decides to give out. But it's because there's not really a lot of new buyers entering this market. Like, a lot of people most people are jumping into NFTs and not really jumping into crypto. Like, even though they're pretty much the same, but most people are jumping in NFTs and not putting money into the crypto market like that. So I see that the market's gonna be stagnant for a little bit until people make their money from their NFT, and then boom, they'll stop pumping it into other stuff. Another reason why I think Bitcoin will go below 45 is because it's trash. It is. Well, I say that only because its network is slow, and it's the fees are high. I don't understand how it's still existing just based off that, but the fees are ridiculous. It's slow to send money on it. That alone, should tell people that get into something else. If anything, Ethereum is kind of worse, in my opinion, when it comes to fees. But other than that, I don't think Bitcoin will last here. And I think they'll do it to scare people out of the market too. What are my signals? I can't tell you. My signal, like I look for 3 confirmations, and then I look for a signal. I would tell you, but that I can't give away all my trading secrets. Like if you're a student, that's a different thing, but I just can't give that away. Let's see, Leroy, you said, where do you hide stop loss safety for? So for my stop loss, okay, so stop loss is usually, like I said, so I have, okay, this is one of my rules. One of my rules is level. So I go by this thing called LST, which my teacher was teaching me what LST is. This is how institutional traders trade. They look for levels, and they look for signals, and then they trigger into the market. So, for instance, so let's say if I take this off, this will be my level. If I don't have a level, I'm not trading the market. If I don't have an order, like an order block will be a level, a fractal would be a level, the Kumo itself, the Kiju, the Tinkinson, those will be my levels that I would look to trade the market. Now, if I don't see anything I like there, and it's not giving me a good trend or a good momentum, then I'm not going to trade it until I see something. But once I see that I have some type of order or some type of level, that's when I start looking for a trade. So right here, this is where I would look for a trade. But I don't have my other confirmations to jump into the trade yet. So that's why I would wait patiently here. So, but stop loss would be right underneath the zone. So my entry would be here, and stop loss would be underneath that zone. He said, what do you think the floor price for Bitcoin? Now that you said that, let me just go to show you what my thoughts are on Bitcoin. Actually, it has to do with the weekly charts. So when you use Ichimoku, for one, let me break some stuff down. So I already said this in a long time ago live stream, and also I said this on a video that I recorded. But this market has been in some divergence on the weekly time frame. So when you have divergence on a weekly time frame, that's a pretty strong signal for a bearish move. I said this, and I keep saying this. If we break this cloud right here at this level, which will be at, if the market cannot hold at 37,498, this market is done. So actually, let's say, I'm gonna just say 36,951. So if the market can't hold this level, and let's say the market does come back down to this level to test, and let's say we hold it, we have a good chance of going back higher because Chiku Span will still be bullish. But here's the thing: if we break below here, there's a lot of free falling space right there. We also have a level of support right here at 22,953. We have a level there. And then we also have this level right here at 31,483. So these are the prices that Bitcoin could fall to right now if it does break this level. We still have time before that happens, but other than that, there's no signal for that happening on the weekly time frame. But we are showing some weakness on the starting to show weakness on the weekly time frame. I'll show you why. Let me take these off. So right here on the weekly, like I said, we already have bearish divergence. But this right here is what my concern. I'm more concerned with this because this is aiming to the downside. This is starting to show us that we have bearish momentum coming into this market. So we should see like what will end up happening, and I'll draw that out for you. This will come up, and these two will start coming down. Let me show you. So these will probably look something like this. Oh crap! No, that's not what I'm doing. So it'll probably look something like this. This will come down this way. And this, will start coming down this way. Something like this. So once this happens and it crosses into bearish territory, this has to cross, this will cross down, and that'll give us a short signal right there. That's what I'm seeing on the RCI so far. Because that's the, just based off the information that I have now, that's what I'm seeing. But I need to wait. Like I said, this is going to be a big waiting game. It might be another 2 weeks before the market really makes its move. Another reason why this market's losing momentum, we broke the key June and we can't get back above it right here. Price needs to get back above, let's see what this level is. Price needs to get back above 49,157. Once it gets back above here, then it'll be a little bit more relevant to going back higher. But if it remains bearish underneath here, that's going to be a concern. We do have a golden cross, which is good. But if we are remaining underneath here, this key June level at this price, it's not going to be good. And that divergence is not helping. That bearish divergence is not helping. And then looking at the daily, this is extremely bearish as well. So I also see a potential head and shoulder here. Let me zoom out. Y'all see that? That potential head and shoulder? Let me draw that out for y'all. So this is what could happen. We'll fall back down to this level at 31,483. And if that happens, yeah, this market's going to go down pretty bad. So, yeah, we could definitely get down below 45K. We could definitely probably move lower than that as well, lower than the 31 and back to the 15,000, maybe even 20,000 level. So that's why I'm not trying to rush this. I'm really trying to wait for the market to give me a real signal. Let's see. So yeah, that's my answer for the what is floor price. I think the floor price for Bitcoin could be easily hit to between 22,000 and 36,000. Let's see. Man, my nose is bothering me for real. You said, what do I think of the game Illuvium? I never even heard of that game. Did I even say that right? Illuvium? I don't even know if I said that right. But I don't know. I never heard of that game, so I don't have thoughts on that. Leroy, you said, what are my biggest mistakes and lessons you learned on your trading? Oh my goodness. So my biggest mistake when trading, oh my goodness, over leveraging my account. Most of the time, most of the trades that I lose is because I over leveraged and I got liquidated because the market moved a certain amount of points, and then the broker says, "Nah, you can't be in the trade because you don't have a high enough margin to hold, your position." So one of the biggest things would be over leveraging. Another big mistake that I would have is lack of patience or not sticking to my rules. So that has changed now. It's not the same like it used to be. I have gotten better on that. Another thing, what would be another thing lesson that I learned? Don't FOMO. I don't like chasing trades. So let's say if the market, like for instance, those crazy wicks that happen. So let's say we rewind back to this point. All right, say we rewind back to here. So let's say the market was dumping, right? And then we had this huge sell-off on this day for some magical reason. Something crazy happened here. That maybe there was news. I don't chase that type of movement because this is usually considered a trap. I used to chase stuff like this, so if I saw the market was dumping like this, I would probably jump in somewhere in the middle, and then the market would be here, I'd be in profit, and then all of a sudden, boom, the market goes back on me. I'm knocked out of the market. So I don't FOMO into trades no more. So that's another thing that I learned not to do. Let's see, another big thing that I learned: stick to your rules. Like for real, stick to your trading rules. Once you start deviating from your trading rules, you start taking L's left and right. So see how how it held that support level? That's crazy. This was a good support here. But let's see. You said, do you hold or just trade? So I do both. I hold and trade. I mainly trade, but I do both. I'm gonna be honest. I don't hold any Ethereum and I don't hold any Bitcoin. I'll tell you that. I just, I can't get behind a project or something that the fees are too high, because the higher in price it goes, the higher the fees gotta be, and it's gonna be ridiculous. Especially Ethereum. I just don't know how people could hold Ethereum. It just don't make sense to me. I think people are starting to figure out the game now, though. And I think Ethereum's actually got to take a hit soon, bigger than the other cryptos, but we'll see. Speaking about that, let's go ahead and look at the Ethereum chart. Let's see what's going on with Ethereum. So Ethereum, dang, I had a lot of stuff here. What was I saying? Let me see. I think this was on the 4. Okay, yeah. So it was on the 4-hour. So this is what I was looking initially for, the move to the upside, but then I said it fell short and turned into a P wave. So let me explain this because I don't need these targets no more. So the market failed to go higher. I was thinking it was gonna be an N wave move, but the N wave was a false N wave and turned into a P wave, and that's why I said this. And then it fell into an I wave breakout. So this is where I was looking for the trade here. But let me go ahead and see what's going on with this current market now. Let's see. There's no divergence here. Wow. Yeah, there's no divergence here. Actually, yeah, there was. Yeah, there's a little bit of divergence. Yeah, there was divergence here. So this was flat. This is considered flat. And this was moving higher. So we did have some mini divergence. So this went up. Right now, though, there is none on the 4-hour. Let's see on the 1-hour time frame what's going on. And let me mark this as support, not as resistance right here. Yeah, let me do that. And just actually, you know what? Let me do this. I'm gonna move this over here. So when I think, people watching me, my style of trading, I think once you've watched me a couple times, you'll understand what I'm looking at and how to trade, because how to trade my style, because it's not complex. It's very simple. Anybody that knows me knows I don't like complicated. I like simple. I like to simplify something that's hard. That's why I took my time learning how to trade, so I could simplify this. So yeah, right here. So you see this area right here. So let me show y'all another trading nugget on how I trade Ichimoku. So you see how I marked this fractal level off as resistance. So if I go to I know that we have resistance here. So I'm trading the direction of the market on the 4-hour. On the 1-hour, same thing. This is where we were at right here. Okay. This was that resistance area. So looking at it, we saw that there was divergence. There was bearish divergence here. Right there, you see the market's flat. This is considered flat, while this was moving to the downside. And once you saw them start moving to the downside, that's when you saw sellers come into the market. The supply was, there was more supply. Demand was leaving the market, so you see sellers came in with vengeance. So now we're getting that now. Sellers may take over here. We might have a Chiku span breakout of the cloud here, which is what, a plus. So I would look to go short here. RCI is also saying to go short soon anyway. So I want to look for a short position on Ethereum. Let me see. Any divergence here? Nope. We had it. It passed. So there's no more divergence here. That passed. I wish I saw that because I would have caught that for a little bit. Let's see. Where'd the signal happen at? Dang, I would have been in right here based off my signal and my rules. That would have been 3% gain. Not bad. But that's leveraging this much, a 3% move on a broker. That could easily become like 50% or more depending on your trading size. So, oh man, I wish I saw that. I would have caught that for real. You said, oh, I already answered that question. Let's see. For right now, there's no trade on Ethereum. Okay. But I could do this because there can potentially be a trade here if I take Ichimoku off and put order blocks on here, because there is a few positions here where I could trade without Ichimoku and get some trades, quick profit, or get out of the market. So right here is a setup. Already happened there. So right now we're going to see if it's going to hold at this point and then reverse back up. Another level to look at. I don't want to make it that big, so I'll put it here. Have another order block right here. So when you don't have a trade with Ichimoku, you have to, change your plan up and start trading the market bear. So we have a setup here, potentially, but we don't have a signal yet. Let me see. Honestly, should have been in the trade already if you got in here. And now we could look at the market doing a small little N wave here. And these will be our targets to the upside. But we're not getting that quite yet, so I can't jump on that bandwagon. I'm going to put an alert right here, and then once I get that alert, I'm going to see how the market's going to respond. I want to see if the market's going to start getting above this level at 3,740. So I want to see what's going to happen here first. Once I see what happens here, I'll be more inclined to get into a buy. There was one trade that I had to set up earlier. Let me see. I think it was this one. No. Yeah, was it this one? Yeah, here it is. This is the trade that I had set up earlier. So this was the entry point right here where this green line was at. It hit the first target and it fell shy of the second target. Now it's back down to here. It's still good to go for a buy. Might look for a buy right now. Let me see if it holds this trend line. So it's holding actually. Oh, wow. Actually, you know what? This is actually looking good for a buy at this very moment. I'm getting a signal here. I have a few confirmations. And it is holding this trend line. This is a Kumo level 2, so we might be making another wave back to the upside. I am liking this though, because it might actually end up turning into a channel. You see how this turned out? Turned into a channel right there, and see the market start going up. Start bouncing into here. So yeah, I think this is actually good to go long right now. Actually, this is Tezos. I'm actually gonna put in I'm gonna put this right here. So buy order is going to be slightly above this price. is gonna be at $4.69.08. That's the entry. And if y'all want to hop in, y'all are more than welcome to do so. I'm not gonna tell you what to do. It's your money. And stop loss will be at $4.57.57. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. And since we're not triggered yet, I'm not gonna be worried about it. Unless we get triggered and knocked out, then that's gonna be a different story. But right here, this is the trade setup right there. Entry, stop loss. You said, Mike, you said Dow Jones daily looks like a possible bearish divergence is forming. Let me check that out. Ooh. Man, ooh. Yeah, this is looking not good. So one thing, Ichimoku is screaming the market's out of equilibrium here. So that is true, that what you're saying. And yes, there is bearish divergence here. Major bearish divergence here. Yep, you're right. There is bearish divergence here. Yeah. And so this is probably going to be ready for next week to short. If not later, let's see. Actually, no, it actually might be this week that the market may short. The reason why I say that because non-farm payrolls comes out on every Friday of the first month. So they might use the non-farm payrolls to either manipulate the market and push it higher, or they might use it to dump the market. Non-farm payroll on Friday, the market might go into a sell on Friday, and then on Monday morning when the market opens up for currencies again and stocks, it might do a reversal. So we'll see. Trent, you said you got in on the trade with me. All right, cool. I guess we're gonna be doing this, bro. Let me go ahead and set that up as well. Yeah, Dow Jones does not look good right now. At least on the daily. Let me go to that 4 hour real quick. Four-hour, there is divergence of oh yeah, there's definitely some bearish divergence on the 4 hour too. I would wait to get in though. I need to wait for my last signal. I have all my signals but one. If I don't have one signal, I ain't jumping in. Let me go back to that one. Let me come back to you. Let me go ahead and set that trade up. Yeah, I like this one. Tezos, let's see. Let me go ahead and put that entry in right now. 608. Huh. I wonder why this reads like that. So, you know when you trade on like your platform versus like on TradingView, the numbers are slightly different. That's what I'm seeing on mine. The numbers are slightly off. Let me go ahead and set that. All right. So I got my number in for this trade. Let me just put it in. Buy stop. All right, there we go. Order is in. I only need to put my stop loss now. Stop loss is going to be underneath that fractal level, and we're good. So what style do y'all trade? I want to know. What style do y'all trade? Definitely want to, because I know there's so many styles of trading, and I know people look at the market differently. So what was y'all's first style of trading when y'all got into trading? Dun, dun, dun. All right. Okay, so I'm done with that. So I'm just gonna wait on this trade, see how this goes. This one I like it. Okay, so Swisser J, you said Jason Casper style. Okay, with market ciphers and the uneven butt cheeks. Okay, I got you. Gotcha. Let me see gold. Whoa, gold, dang. Gold hit target. So I was looking at gold. I think it was on the 15 minute. Yeah, 15-minute time frame. So yeah, wow. Man, I missed. I'm kind of sad now. So I was looking at this trade here, I think last week. And I forgot to enter in here. I had this ready too, but I forgot to enter in this trade on gold. It actually went higher than I thought too. Way higher than I thought. Oh wow, that's a missed one. Missed trade there. Let's see gold on the bigger picture. Oh man, this is not giving me a good read. Okay, so gold on the 4-hour time frame is showing. It is showing divergence to a degree if we're looking at it from this point. Actually, no, I take that back. Actually, hold on, let me see. Actually, it is. It is showing divergence from here. Showing bearish divergence, but it's already too late. It's already happened. So the market actually, this is actually a good thing. This actually gold actually might fall. Gold is looking very weak right now. So we have bearish divergence on gold. It did hit this resistance level right here. And right here. Actually really up here. So we hit this resistance zone right there. And y'all see how I got this cloud right here? So we hit that resistance zone up here. Bearish divergence was formed. Market's dropping right now. So the question is now, is it going to hold this current trend line right now? That's the question. Is it going to hold this trend line? Right now it's not looking like that. So what I want to do is come to the 1-hour time frame to see if we're going to bounce off of here or break it. And then also on the 1-hour time frame, it's showing that there's hidden bearish divergence right here. So yeah, this market looks like it's coming down. So if you want to short gold, there's no signal to short gold yet. But what you can do if y'all trade gold, I will put a sell signal right there. And stop loss is going to be slightly higher. Actually, you know what? This is what I'll do. No, I'm taking this off. I don't like these. This is how I'm going to do. I'm going to set this. Right there. So stop loss is going to be a little tight. Target, let's see. Target, I'm going to look at this area for a target. We have an order block down here. Actually, that's perfect. Order block right there. And then we also have another order block right here. So this is how I'm looking at the market. So these will be two targets for gold. This is what I'm looking at for gold. Will it happen? Who knows? But, you know, do I want it to happen? Oh, of course. So entry would be at 1804, stop loss at 1807. Take profit. Main take profit will be at 1762. First take profit will be at 1787 or 1794. So you have options here. You said Algo having a nice little pump. Let me check out Algo real quick, see what you see. Algo. Okay, I see you, Algo. Algo is having a nice little move here. Let me market this or market this up. Ooh, this is tricky up here. I don't know where to put an order area. This is a tricky one. This area is very tricky because it's entering into an order block area. Yeah, it's like right in it, right there. Let's see. Let me check. No, there's no divergence here, actually. Nope, no divergence here. No divergence on the... Okay, let's go to the 4 hour. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, so we don't have divergence on Algo. So Algo is having a nice little pump. I wonder if it's gonna get through here. That's my next question, because RCI is saying we're getting bullish on Algo. So my thing is, let me use Ichimoku now. Let me see. So now that I'm seeing this, we could actually have a Kijun bounce here and go back higher. We did break this high here, this fractal level, and it's retesting it currently right now. So we actually might get a bounce here to the upside. And we're following the trend. So trend is actually going higher. If you look here, if we draw a trend line through here, if it comes back down, I'm pretty sure it's gonna bounce off this cloud and move higher. But the market is moving higher for Algo. Good eye on that, because this is showing signs of a bullish market. The only thing I don't like here, there's only one thing I don't like, how we're forming this rejection candlestick right here. We already had a tweezer top here, and we're forming a long-legged doji candle, which is a sign of reversal. But since it's on the Kijun support, we might have a reversal back to the upside. So we'll see. This could be a reversal to the downside or upside. I'm not sure yet, because it is still at resistance technically, because it's order block, but it's also sitting on this Kijun support. So I want to see what happens right here. I'll probably wait for like 2 candles, so like 8 hours. I really should check the 8 hour time frame. Let me see. Okay, if we're looking at the 8 hour time frame, this thing is looking strong. Like I said, there's only one thing that I'm concerned with, which is this order block area. Even on the 8 hour, there's an order block here. So that's the only thing that I'm concerned about right here. I don't know how the market's gonna move at this order block, because this is like, so if, let's say if we were trading just naked charts and we have an order block here, I want to see what the next candle is gonna be. So that's why I said I'd rather wait for another 8 hours just to make sure that I'm in a safe trade, because you could easily get rejected here if you don't wait. Ichimoku is telling us that the market is still bullish technically, but if it wants to remain bullish, it needs to get above $1.80 right there, and it needs to sustain above $1.73. So we need to see what happens here. I'd rather wait for the next 8 hours just to confirm that this is gonna be a good market. But it's starting to look good though. You're above the cloud. You got a golden cross right there. You just need Chiku Span to break that level and you're solid. So we'll see. Let me see if there's divergence on the 8 hour. You got bearish divergence on the 8 hour, but that could change. That's why I said I want to wait on the 8 hour time. Wait for another 8 hours to see what's going to happen here. If the next 8 hour candle closes bullish, I am definitely in favor of going long here. It might be a gigantic move too. If it does move higher, this is going to be the possible targets. So that's how I'm looking at this. This is gonna be a nice juicy move if this Chiku Span and price manages to get above this green zone. Oh yeah, you're gonna be eating like a fat king, my friend. Just remember me when you're rich and famous, and you're in your luxury house or whatever you want to do with your money. I don't know, but or maybe your fishing boat. Just remember me, my friend. But other than that, yeah, this is looking good. Let's see. Anything else that y'all want me to analyze or go over? Let me know, and I'll definitely look at some charts to analyze. But right now, the market, there's really not too many trading opportunities at this moment. There's a few, but there's not a lot. And then some of them have to set up for the move anyway. He said, that fishing boat sounds nice. Man, I haven't went fishing for a long time. I don't even remember the last time I went fishing. It's been a while. Looks like XRP's is trying to hold here. Mike J, you said, oh wow, dang. Y'all hit me with a lot at one time. So VeChain, Hex, EOS, and ADA. Okay, so I look at it in that order. So I look at VeChain first. Haven't looked at VeChain in a long time. Let me see where it's at. Oh man, I forget the abbreviation for VeChain. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, it's just called Link. That's right. Chainlink, VeChain. Actually, no. It's called VET. I'm tripping. Here it is, right here. I'm still thinking it's gonna come down looking at this. But let me not be too biased right now. Let me look at it. You got some hope here. Yeah, you got a little bit of hope here. You are starting to get some divergence. Yeah, no, I'll take that back. There's not. I can't say that's divergence. I'll say this. There is some battle going on right here, but it's not like it's not helping the market. Let's see. Flat. Yeah, there's no divergence here, but there is some fight here. So if I'm trading just pure Ichimoku only, I'm waiting for Chiku Span to break underneath here, which is currently happening right here. So this is starting to look bearish. I'm actually leaning in favor of bears right now. And it'll probably take us down to this order block here first before deciding what to do. So I think price will do this. Let me show you the target point for now. So I think it'll come down in here. So I think we'll look something like this. Target point will be down here at 0.07. Yeah, 0.0745. That's what will be my target. Stop loss will be at 0.086554. or 554. You said, how do I know where order blocks are at? Okay, so okay, let me show you. Let me take this off for a second. So let's say I'm looking at the chart like this, and I don't know, like, I guess when you've done this for so long or done this for a while, you start to see it quick because you just know what to look out for. But you want to see where the best way for me to find order blocks, I look for a candle that has a one that just has one small candle and then followed by an engulfing candle. So for example, right here you got this small baby candle and then an engulfing candle right after it. That's an order block right there, and you see how price responded here. Another order block area would be, let's see, right here, this small candle followed by a engulfing candle. That's one right here. And that's actually where we're currently sitting at right now. So this is how you could look at it. Order blocks are like this, and you see that it's holding at this level, and you're just using past levels of support and resistance and fractals, and then boom, you got your order block. So yeah, market's currently rejecting this order block right now. So I'm pretty sure we might come and hit our target down here. I'm not gonna say 100%, but the chances are pretty good right now. Let's see. I hope that answered your question. Okay, so I'm done with VeChain. Okay, let me look at Hex. I don't think I've ever looked at Hex before. Is Hex a crypto? It's a crypto, right? If Hex is a crypto, let me see. So they only have USDT pair on this. Okay, let me see. Okay, got you. Okay, it's a crypto. Let me see. This is the ugliest chart. Okay, let me see what we could do here. Yeah, this chart is hideous. But it is bouncing off a fractal. Or it's right above this fractal zone. So it's holding above this fractal zone, which is a good thing. Daily looks good to go long. And if you're looking at it like this, daily looks good. You said yes, it's certificate of deposit style for crypto. Okay, that's what it is. The 4 hour looks 4 hours not that good looking, but the market is out of equilibrium, and we got a C clamp, and usually when you see a C clamp, market wants to come back to the blue line, but right now it's not showing that it wants to make that full move. It's already getting rejected at this fractal here. All right, so let's see, market. Let's see. This is flat. Actually, no. Yeah, this is flat. Come on. This is flat here. You did have some. Actually, no, you didn't have any divergence here. You had nothing here. So no divergence there. We actually might come lower. Just based off the 4 hour time frame, it looks like it wants to come lower. And also I'm seeing that Chiku Span's rejecting the cloud too. This candle closes in 32 minutes, and we're already seeing some rejection here. So we might actually get a bearish engulfing candle depending on how this candle closes. And if that happens, this will turn into an order block right here. So I'm just going to mark that just in case. I don't know how it's going to happen, but we're going to see. I'm also going to put this on the watch list. I'm adding it to the crypto watch list. So let me go ahead and put a flag on this one to come back to this, because I'm not sure how this one's going to play out right now. Just based off what I'm getting right now, the market's saying two different things. Market's saying it's already saying it's out of equilibrium, and it's also telling us that we're rejecting here. So this could be a fake out for sellers to get in the market. This is tricky. This did move lower. There was that bullish divergence at one point, but that's fading. And it was actually here. So there was slight bullish divergence at this point. Market did move lower, but now it's getting rejected right now, so I don't think this is gonna last long. I want to see what's gonna happen here first. Boom. So right here, this is looking like it wants to come to the downside. Like I said, we're already getting strong rejection here, but even if it, like, we still got a whole 30 minutes for this candle to close, and I'm pretty sure I'll be done by that time. So I'm not sure. That's why I'm gonna just keep this on red and put it on the watch list for you, because I don't see a trading opportunity here yet. But if you're just trading just pure price action, wait for this candle to close and go short with a stop loss above here. If you're just trading just pure candles. Let's see. So I did that. Let's look at ADA. So this was a long time ago, had a buy entry here. But since this is new, let's go ahead and clean it up. You got a thick, juicy cloud, which is bearish, but it's not showing strength to the downside. It's actually showing that it might get weak here for bears. So this market actually might hold as support. You do see this happening right now. So you do see this happening right now, and you also see the this is going up higher. So there's buyers entering the market right now. You got a golden cross right now as well. So buyers are definitely in this market. What I'm thinking will happen is the market will probably push lower one more time to test it at the bottom, and I think it'll probably do something like this. And I think that the price will fall down to $1.1891 and then start moving up higher. But I still think it'll go up. I don't think it's gonna break this level here. So that's what I have for ADA. There is some bullish divergence coming in here too, so I am aware of that and I'm gonna pay attention to that. But I think it'll come down first and then bounce up higher. Okay, EOS. Let me look at EOS. And let's see EOS. I wonder if yeah, here we go, right there. I have not looked at EOS in a long time. Last time I looked at EOS was way over here. Yeah, back in the beginning of the year, last year. EOS does not look good. I'm just gonna let you know. It looks bad. Let's start EOS over. I'm gonna look at this from the weekly perspective because this one seems like it makes big moves out of nowhere. And there is an order block here. Ethereum just hit alert, so let me go ahead and see what that's about real quick. What happened? Where's my alert at? I guess it took my, oh, anyway, that's fine. I don't know what happened with that, but let me just go back to EOS real quick and go back to the weekly. Okay, so EOS does have a order block here. Actually, I don't like this because it's a little too big, but let me go ahead and move that slightly higher. Yeah, this is more realistic. Alright, so this would be the order block that I will look at for EOS. EOS is holding this level of support. There is no divergence here on the weekly time frame, but the key thing here is it is holding at support. So that's one thing that you want to make sure of. The daily, let me go back to that weekly real quick. The daily chart is saying that there is some bullish divergence here. You see that this is making higher highs, higher lows, while this is remaining flat. So buyers are taking over this spot. So if you're gonna get an EOS, this is actually the time to do so. Yes, I would look at this move right here. I would probably go long at this fractal breakout, which is gonna give you your entry at $3.15, or you could say $3.16 really. So at that level, actually, is that right? Hold on a second. Yeah, $3. Oh, hold on a second. Why is this backwards? Yeah, right there. And then let's see, the trade, I think it'll go up to this high right here. Actually, I'll shoot for this high first. So right here, this is the trade setup. So your entry would be, let's see, entry would be 3.3327. Stop loss would be, let's see, at $2.94 and 10, and then your take profit, let's see, your take profit level will be $4.30, 738. That would be your target. So up here, so that's what I'm looking at. I think it'll reach that. This is buyer territory, so you're not risking too much. There's not a huge risk here. If anything, there's more to gain here than to lose. So if you get in early, you could get in at a good spot. I just don't know how high it would go long term as far as like the daily and the weekly time frame. I'm just trying to trade as close as possible to these levels here, because the market is still in a long-term downtrend from what I'm seeing. And then with Ichimoku, let me see. We did just have a golden cross. It's trying to look, it looks like it's trying to have, actually, hold on. No, we had a death cross, and now it looks like it's trying to form a golden cross at this current moment. So if you get a golden cross here, you better hope it starts moving above. It starts moving in this direction. Because if you get above the cloud here, you'll probably have another move higher, probably back to like the $5 level. But first, we got to get past these levels down here. So this is the move I'm looking at, going higher. There is some divergence that is on your side. RCI just gave you a buy signal, and it's showing that it has a chance of going bullish here as well. So we'll see. Let's see. Let me see, make sure I got all y'all's requests. I got Algo in, I got VChain, I got Hex, I got EOS, I got ADA. Let's see. Yeah, I think I covered everybody's requests so far. I'll take one more request, and you're welcome, Sensible. I'll take one more request. If there's no more requests, I'll go ahead and chill out. Probably go to bed and wake up tomorrow and give y'all another live stream. I will have another live stream in the morning at 9 o'clock a.m. So if y'all want to catch me at 9 o'clock in the morning, I will see y'all at 9. But right now, if y'all have any other requests, let me know. I'll take it for you. Let me see how this trade is doing. So the Tezos trade just triggered. So I'm looking at that. Let's see. YouTube's a hater. YouTube just sent me an email saying that I have a copyright. What I have a copyright for? Wow. Okay, so yeah, this is crazy. So right now I just got a copyright from YouTube because I have a video of Brad Garlinghouse and Julia Chatterley's interview, and apparently they said I can't have that video up, so they're trying to take that video down. Wow, they are so it's funny. I put that video out 2 years ago. So how am I getting on a copyright 2 years later for a video that I put out? That don't make no sense. You said Doge. Okay, I'll look at Doge. Let's see Doge. Where's Doge? I know I have it on here. You know what's funny? I told somebody to invest in Doge when it was like not even a penny, and they made so much. I'm like, dang, I wish I invested. Ooh, Doge. So I told people to invest in Doge when it was way down here. Like I have the screenshot on Twitter somewhere, you could find it, but I told people to buy Doge down here before Elon Musk blew Doge up. I actually wish I bought in, but I didn't believe in Doge, and I was like, wow, Doge actually did something. Because the technical analysis at the time was good, so I said, oh, it looks like it's going to be a buy, but I wasn't believing in the project, so I wasn't going to buy it. But boy, was I wrong. Here we have an order block already, and we're right in that level right here. And let me show y'all. So y'all see how easy it is to find these order blocks? You see how price is respecting this level? So we are in a buyer's market. I wouldn't say market, but buyer's territory on Doge. Oh man, I don't know yet for Doge. Hold on a second. Let me come to the 4-hour. Look at that! Look at that right there. That little buy position on Doge right there. Boom. I'm telling y'all, divergence is something sick. Look at that. Pop. Divergence. Let's see though. Let's see. Well, we do have some divergence here. Yeah, we have some buying, not buying. We have excuse me. We have hidden bullish divergence here, but the market's slow right now, so that's interesting. I would be careful on those because it's not doing anything, which means this is probably setting up for Elon. Watch Elon say something in a few days. All right, I'll just say that. Just keep your eye out on Doge for the next couple of days because it's showing signs that it wants to go into a buy. It is showing signs that it wants to go into a buy based off divergence and signals here with the RCI. But it's not matching with them. It's not matching with what I'm seeing. It's moving sideways instead of up. So I want to say be careful if you get in this. I'm not going to even tell you to buy this or not. I'm going to say just watch out for the market. And if you do want to buy it, that's on you. But like I said, if you do buy Doge, be paying attention to what Elon Musk says on Twitter. Because something is happening right here. I just don't know what it is yet. I'm going to just be honest. I don't know what's going on right here. Even Ichimoku's telling you, nah, something's fishy right here. Because this green line is telling me that something's not right in this market and it's consolidating here. So I don't like this. I don't like that at all. But you do have your divergence, so that's all I could go off of right there. Last one, I'll look at H bar and I'll be out of here. Leroy, you said thank you for answering my question. Yes, you are definitely welcome. I appreciate you asking the question. Let's see. So H bar. When did I last look at H bar? All right, let's go ahead and remove this so I can see the picture. Oh, this is easy. This is the easiest setup. Hold on a second. Hold on. Right there. So we're still inside this candlestick range. The only thing I would look for is to wait for the breakout. That's it. That's the only thing that I would do. Wait for the breakout. You are getting some bearish divergence right here, which may be a breakout to the downside. But this is literally the easiest setup right now that I had all night. What you would do, just box this in. Wait till it breaks out to either the downside or the upside, and that's your trade. You have bearish divergence, don't get me wrong. That is showing that, but you're not going to just short just because of divergence. That's not how that works. You're going to wait for your confirmations to do that. Another thing that is showing me that this, it has a better chance of breaking to the upside, in my opinion. You got a golden cross right there. You got Chiku span above price. You got the cloud starting to get weaker. And you got price holding above the Tinkinson here. So this might be a good little move to the upside. I would wait for this to break this box and go for the long. So if I was to go long, it would look something like this. My target would probably be right there. Stop loss a little tight. Right there. Yeah, actually, yeah, I would tighten up that a little bit better. So entry would be at 30.3175. Take profit would be at 0.3964. Stop loss will be at 0.2975. You said I'll be listening to you at work in the morning. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. All right, so that's what I have for you guys today. I think that we are done here. I think the markets are going to decide what to do. You guys, if y'all enjoyed this live stream, let me know. Drop a fire emoji in the chat. Go ahead and like this video. And also, I will see you guys in the morning if you decide to join me in the morning. All right. That being said, God bless you guys. I will see you guys in the morning. Y'all take care. Appreciate y'all. And y'all have a good night. God bless. Peace.